ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Saturday, which means it's time for more adventures of the world's strongest piece of Nickelodeon gack. The 4Kids localized version of this. That time I got reincarnated as Nickelodeon gack with a partnership with Nickelodeon, because you know 4Kids ain't got that fucking anime money anymore. So, it looks like most of these episodes don't start off with a stinger, so we're going to be just going through the opening, so I guess I could keep this bit a little bit shorter, but there is one little thing I want to say, real quick, housekeeping stuff. So, because Goblin Slayer is done, I'm gonna find something else to fill up the 4th slot. But the thing I wanted to fill up the 4th slot hasn't actually released yet, and that would be Rising of the Shield Hero, which doesn't actually release its first episode until the 7th. So, the 7th is a Monday, and as a result, I'm going to make Rising of the Shield Hero come out on Wednesdays, when No Game, No Life usually comes out. So, as a result, Rising of the Shield Hero will start coming out on the Wednesdays. No Game, No Life is moving to Thursday. Slime is moving... Konosuba is moving to Saturday, and Slime is moving to Sunday. Right? Just figured I just bump everything up one, so that everything just kind of is there, and that those Shield Hero episodes go up basically the day after. Or 2 days after. Whatever. You know, because I mean... It's YouTube. YouTube's a fucking game now. You gotta strike while the iron's as hard as you could purposefully fucking make it. Oh boy. I sure do love the fact that this algorithm is a load of shit. I love it. But let's get out of that and let's go on to our boy, the Slime Man. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah. So, in the last episode, I'm gonna look over here. Because the characters I haven't seen yet, and I feel like we're gonna get more evolutions, and I don't want the evolutions spoiled. Because, oh boy. So in the last episode, they're going out to find the dwarves. I imagine the dwarves are probably not gonna look the way I expect. They're probably gonna be lame and lumpy dwarves. Shit dwarves. And they're probably not gonna even have names. Because fuck it. This world is a racist one. Yay! That's a joke, by the way. I do find it kind of weird that Rimuru is trying to basically impress human values on these monsters. I mean, am I the only one that, like, I hear that and he's, like, seeing them? They're going around in their loincloths with the bone houses and their shacks and everything, and that's their culture. Yeah, it's low tech, but that's their culture. Like, you'd think, like, roll with their culture, but instead, he's trying to turn them into humans. And I think that's probably why the Hobgoblin evolution and the Goblina evolution look the way they do, is because Rimuru, like, even subconsciously while he's naming them, even though he didn't know that they were fucking gonna evolve, he's trying to impress humanity on them. And I feel like that's probably one of the laziest things you can do when you're doing it. You like the creator has these monsters, and he's like, you know what would be a really good idea? If I just made them human. You know? It feels lazy. Like, I hate to say look at Overlord, but look at Overlord. Yeah, there's plenty of human characters in there, but there's also a lot of fucking monsters. And even monsters that, like, transform into human shapes, they still, like, prefer to be in their fuck-ugly monster shape sometimes, from the looks of it. Because he was pushing himself to go slow. I don't know, like, look at Gobta. Gobta is an ugly fuckface. Ugly bastard. But then you look at Rigger and just... You look at Rigger and it's like, no, that's just a green person. That's just a green person. Congratulations, you're in Dragon Quest. Oh, he's a thirsty boy. Thirsty doggo. That's not how wolves work, dum-dum. Like, that's not how wolves work, though. That's not how wolves work! Like... He challenged the alpha, and he won. Rimuru, how stupid are you? Do you not understand how alphas work? He doesn't know, does he? Oh, so he's doing lazy dwarfs. Alright. Wait, what? Please let these elves be little gremlins. Also, elves living with dwarves. What the fuck? Did it start fucking raining cats and dogs now? Elves and dwarves. Those are the two fucking, like, races. Like, that is the one, like, pairing of races in all of fantasy that you could just go like, nah, non-stop infinite race war. Yeah, dwarves kick ass. Both dwarves and elves kick so much ass that it's the reason why they're the only people allowed to have race wars. There's any trouble, I'll fucking kill him! Oh yeah, you're in a video game. Yeah, foreshadowing's happening, dum-dum. It still bugs me the fact that Rigger just looks like a green person. It's annoying. Like, it feels lazy. Does it feel lazy to anyone else? Like, anyone else, like, look at that and go like, man, that's so fucking lazy? Like, when I'm looking at monsters, I want, like, actual goddamn monsters. You gotta hire them first, dum-dum. I'm also pretty sure Rimuru could murder everyone in that village by himself. City, you know what I mean. Just eat the fucking mountain if you wanted to. Like, fucking Veldora was bigger than that fucking mountain. Oh no, sad doggo. Very sad doggo. Oh god, there's furries! Oh shit! This explains why all the monsters look like humans. Goddamn furries! Not just furries, but plantigrade furries as well. That guy's brain is literally just leaking out of his head. Go up to you have a name now, dum-dum. Tell no one what I'm about to do! Can he just, like, let his aura go and just... everyone will be like, oh, fuck, I ain't fucking with that! Like, all he's gotta do is show off his aura for, like, half a second. Everyone just shits their britches. Imagine if he had arms, he'd be doing the JoJo pose. Well, I am. Wow, these are... Why is it a thing? Why is it a thing, like, in these stories, where the humans just so happen to be the biggest idiots? Like, how do humans become the dominant species in these worlds when they're this retarded? Like, this isn't just this isn't just this universe either. It's every isekai universe. Humans are just extremely dumb and cocksure for no fucking reason. Awoo! The return of just going ah at people. Six died. Are those our dwarves? They put him in a barrel. They put him in a barrel. No, I wasn't wrong. These are the worst looking dwarves I've ever fucking seen. I expected nothing and somehow got less. How do you fuck up dwarves? Short assholes with either Scottish or otherwise Gaelic or Norse accents, big bushy beards, and women who are either short stacks or buff as fuck. Three things you have to follow. Three things that's all you. Oh, and also great smiths and or gunsmiths. Four things that you use for dwarves that is practically necessary. The racism against elves is optional. And I mean, at least they're not asshole dwarves. Like, at least the dwarves are nice people. I mean, dwarves in fantasy usually tend to be pretty decent. You mean the Eiffel Tower, which you just stole? Punishing Gobta. Yeah, seems about right. Your healing potion set everyone on fire. See, that's kind of a dwarf. More so a dwarf. That's a fucking... that's a mistake against nature. Delete, please. The only thing so far they got right about dwarves is they live in a mountain and they're hospitable. Unless you're an elf. Literally the only fucking thing needed. Like, only things needed. And they fuck them up. Uh, like, I was expecting, like, little gruff assholes. And I get the accents wouldn't be a thing, it's Japan, but still. Gruff little assholes who are, like, rough but hospitable, with big fucking beards, and women that you can't tell if they're dudes or not in some cases. Wow, I wonder if that sword's gonna become a plot device. Please let this be a real dwarf. Please be a real dwarf. That looks like a dwarf at least. That, like, the beard could be longer, but that looks like a dwarf. The three dwarf brothers, oh boy, haha. Is the middle one retarded? We're not gonna ask how you pissed out that much healing potion, though. Fuck off, Slimito. I gotta build like 100 swords so we can go for the annual race war. We got the annual race war to look forward to every year. Us and the elves, we meet up in a field and we just have a big old race war. It's how we do it. It's how we keep everything civil. No, I imagine dwarves and elves would actually do that. Was that a dwarf with a pencil mustache? As a connoisseur of dwarves, fuck you, slime boy. Fuck you, slime anime. Well, it's a good thing you spent about 6 months shitting up ore then, slime man. Like, seriously, like, he just... Like, the ore, like, he ate a shit ton of it, right? And just spit it back out. Yeah, all the ore you ate. Yeah, dum-dum. That is the most irritating laugh I've ever heard out of anyone. Ever. Like... Like, seriously, just... Ugh. That laugh, like, makes me want to die. Like, he's doing the... It's Magisteel, oh god! Like, he's doing the thing where, like, if he had hands, he'd be going, he'd be doing that. Now, why does Japan keep putting that in its media? It needs to stop. So insufferable. Slimito is so fucking insufferable. And he looks ridiculous. That's it. That's all you want. Yep. We're dirt poor. We're essentially running Wakanda over here. All we have is a metal we can't use. And don't you fucking tell me Wakanda can use their metal, because they're still using fucking spears. Wakanda makes no sense. Well, movie Wakanda makes no sense. Comics Wakanda makes sense. What, is he gonna clone it? Like, is he gonna, like, replicate it or something? Nani? So it's a sword that, as the wielder uses it, the sword levels up. Oh my god, he can literally just clone it. He's a fucking copy machine. He's a fucking copy machine. Okay, so how rare is this Great Sage ability with slimes? Because I feel like if this is a common ability for slimes to have, then fucking... This seems like something that slime should be, like, in use for. I hope these elves are ass ugly. If they're gonna fuck up dwarves this much, I want elves to be fucked up more. Cause I like dwarves. Elves I can leave. Please, let them be like Santa's elves kind of things. Of course! Japan wouldn't fuck up elves! Just smush him against them titties. And now we have gone full anime, ladies and gents. I want to get off the ride. Like, he's literally just... Like, is he even male anymore? Do slimes even have genders? And of course, because this is an anime, they made an elves-only fucking hostess club. Of course they did. Like, seriously, yeah. Fucking, yeah, elves would totally come up with hostess clubs. Yeah, no, it's not like it's something that only Japan with its repressed ass island culture would fucking have. Oh, jeez. Is it we had the ending? Is this we got credits? Yeah, we got credits. All right. Hey, special credits for the dwarf thing. I think I wasn't paying attention last week. I'm gonna be honest to the credits. Yeah. All right. Well, that's kind of neat actually, because if they're changing this up for the end credits depending on the setting. I mean, doesn't look like they're putting a ton of effort into it. They're just reusing stills from the fucking show. But hey, shows more effort than none at all. Yeah, no, they changed it up. Okay, so what did I say? I said they're going to fuck up dwarves. Didn't I? I said they're gonna fuck up dwarves. And lo and behold, they fucked up dwarves. Like, Jesus Christ. Okay, so one thing I really don't like about Japan is that when it comes to fantasy, if it doesn't match up with exactly like what they think is appropriate, with their culture, they will fuck it up. They will change it in a way that removes. Next time, oh boy, the Hero King, Gazelle. Oh god, it's Gazef Stroganoff. It's beef stroganoff back from the dead. Like, if there's something in a culture or a fucking mythology that Japan doesn't like, they will take it and they will Japanify it. So, Japan loves elves because elves are literally designed to be fuckable. Like, elves are natural hostesses. Girls who will pretend to care about you, yet so long as it benefits them. That's the whole fucking basis behind a fucking hostess club. Lonely man goes in, girl in need of money but not willing to be a prostitute, fucking works there and makes the man feel wanted while getting him to spend as much fucking money as physically possible. Fucking elves are basically that. Elves are beautiful immortal beings that have incredible martial skill, but they suffer from other things, like the fact that a lot of times elves are technologically backwards. So, like, or some other nonsense going on. Like, elves almost always have something going on that they can't fix themselves. So they use the fact that they are beautiful and immortal to fucking bamboozle other people into doing it for them. That's a thing that is, like, inherent to elves. And, like, it really does make them natural hosts and hostesses, doesn't it? Fucking... And even then, like, elves are almost always, like, described as supernaturally beautiful and exotic, which Japan really, really likes. But, like, so, like, Japan will just use elves, like, and they'll just, like, nah, it's fine, fam, as is, bring them in. But when it comes to, like, things like dwarves and, well, goblins as well, like, unless goblins are bad guys, fucking... Japan will take, and maybe not every, I shouldn't say just Japan in general, but it's mostly just, like, stuff like this, where it is a power fantasy for the Japanese, and I want to say, like, lowest common denominator Japanese, like, there 100% is Japanese people and people from that area that do appreciate the mythologies that these creatures come from. I know there is. But the lowest common denominator person, they don't care. They want it to be as Japanese as possible. So we get the Elf Hostess Club. We get shit that just... We get these kinds of dwarves. Like, it's the same way, like, fucking... Like, Americans do this, too, and it pisses me off. They'll take, like, European or fucking... Even Asian mythological creatures to put into American, or... I should just say Western, right? Western media... And they'll fuck with them. They'll try and westernize the shit out of them. For no other reason than, oh yeah, no, the lowest common denominator will think it's weird and they won't like it. Yay! So we gotta make the fucking elves eat cheeseburgers. Like, and it pisses me off. It pisses me off because, like, the lowest common denominator person, who cares about them? Fuck them. They don't like it, they go watch something else. Fuck them. Yeah. But, like, at the same time, but then you get people, like, that actually do care about the origins of these mythological things. Like, and we look at it and we're like, dude, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, I might dislike elves because I personally think they're lazy and they show to be a regressive mindset, because elves are naturally regressive. They're immortal, but they live in fucking... Bear in mind, I'm not talking, like, all types of elves, I'm talking, like, the generic elf. Like, Tolkien actually did something neat with the elves. But, for the time. But, like, just generic-ass elves that, like, use a bow and arrow, they live in trees, they live a bajillion years, nothing ever fucking changes. Fuck them. They just stagnate until they get fucked to extinction, then they call for help, and then they innovate based on what's going on around them. Like, you know, like it's silly. But then for the same reason, I like dwarves, because dwarves, they don't live as long as elves, but they live a fucking long time. But they are constantly industrious and constantly evolving their technology and just moving forward. And like elves and dwarves are always supposed to be like these gruff gruff blacksmiths and gunsmiths and fucking like runic assholes that live under a mountain. But like if you go up to them, they'll be like, "Aye, laddie, let's go then. Aye, you need a warhammer? Fucking come over here, laddie. Let's go." And they just fucking go at it. And that's why I like dwarves, because dwarves are the antithesis of elves. Like, dwarves are extremely long-lived, but they use their long lives to improve things. Unlike the elves, which are the fucking opposite. And that's why you have that near-continual fucking clash between elves and dwarves in fantasy. Like, the yearly race war is not a joke. That's a thing that probably would happen if they were real. Like, every year, they just have a race war, let it all out. And that is one thing. It's like, why, like, here I really don't like it, because they've essentially just neutered the dwarves. They're missing a lot of their cultural fucking like signifiers, except for the fact they live under the mountain and they're blacksmiths. Most of them barely have any beard to speak of. They fucking like, they're wimpy, like, if anything. Like, the only thing they got right is the hospitality and the blacksmithing in the mountain. That's it. Most of them don't even have fucking beards. Any fucking self-respecting dwarf would look at that asshole with the pencil mustache and go, "No, fuck you. Get the fuck out of me mountain, you bitch." Like, and it really frustrates me. Like, when media goes out of its way to redesign mythological creatures without paying any real respect for the origins of those creatures. Like, dwarves are something that originates in Norse, Saxon, and Anglo culture, right? And I say that, but really it's all the same culture. Like, really, like, all three of those groups basically followed the same fucking religion, except like the ones that lived on England kind of melded in some druid shit over time, because that's what the natives are doing. I mean, hey, that's why fucking, like, most of the fucking, like, days of the week derive from the fucking Norse gods, dude. Like, fucking Thursday is Thor's Day, and fucking so on and so forth. I think Monday is a corruption of a word that meant the day of Odin or some shit like that. I don't remember off the top of my head. But, like, they're, like, fucking just... Like, if you're gonna, like, redesign them this heavily so that they bear only a passing resemblance... Like, if you didn't tell me they were dwarves, if you said, "Oh yeah, no, they're gnomes," I wouldn't have been able to argue, because they might as well fucking be. Like, you know, like then gnomes from World of Warcraft, essentially. Because those are a type of thing that doesn't really exist anywhere else. There's not really a set-aside thing for gnomes, because gnome is just kind of a general thing, isn't it? Like, or halfling, I guess you could have called them. Like, you could have just called them halflings. Like, the only thing missing then would be the fact they get super high, bro. Just, I don't... And going back to the episode, the main episode itself, I really don't like Rimuru. I really don't. Every episode after the last one, like, my opinion of him is going down, because everything he's not a character. He's a fucking plot device. Like the most character we got out of him this episode is, "Oh, I'm bored being locked up in this cell. You know what? I'm gonna use this spider silk ability to fucking do funny gags. Ha ha ha." And then Gobta, and, like, all the other goblins, and, like, the people that were actually fucking characters got left outside. For fuck's sake. And then we're left with Gobta. And you know what? I can deal with Fuckface. Fuckface, you know what? I was thinking, maybe there's gonna be time for Fuckface to get some characterization. What does Fuckface do? He falls asleep. And then when Rimuru is let out, we don't fucking see him again. He is probably still in that cell. What is fuckface doing? Did he just sleep for fucking 36 hours? Like, for fuck's sake, my dude, like, it's ridiculous. Every single thing that Slimito does is a plot device. He is literally Kirito. He's a plot device. The plot continues along, Slimito follows it, just like Kirito followed his, a conflict happens, but busts out a bullshit ability, /skill, /power, and deals with it in one hit. Fucking... those guys accost them at the gate. Gobta goes, oh yeah, no, cause we're monsters, they might actually attack us. Rimuru goes, don't worry, I got a thing for this, a thing I used before. He uses it, and it turns out, oh no, his power evolved when we weren't fucking looking, and now he's got a version that makes everybody outside the castle run the fuck away and or shit themselves. Fucking... you didn't earn that power, but okay. Fucking alright then. Just, fuck me, my dude. Just, ugh. Oh, my power evolved. Fuck off. You didn't earn that. Just, you didn't win that. You didn't earn that. Fucking tax fraud on that motherfucker. Jesus. Just, and then fucking when he's in the fucking thing, they've locked him in a barrel, which is supposedly something that, you know, slimes can't get out of. You know, there's probably a reason they put him in a barrel. What does he do? He shits out a bunch of healing potion because just so happens that a guy happened to run in and be like, oh god, we're all dying! Ah! Why did he run in? Like, why was the captain of the guard doing that interview when potentially everyone is getting murdered by what was it, Armorsaurus? And then fucking Slimito somehow gets out of the barrel that apparently is something that is supposed to stop slimes from getting out, pisses out a bunch of healing potion, just whips out a slime dick and just fucking fills up that barrel in half a second, taps the captain on the shoulders like, hey, I pissed out a bunch of healing potion, do you want it? Which gets him into the captain's good graces, which gets them out of prison, except for Gobta. Gobta can stay there. And then, oh boy, it just so happens that all that Magisteel I grabbed earlier, it's exactly what we need. Oh wait, you got a sword that you gotta make? Alright, don't worry. Let me photocopy 20 fucking swords for you. Like, he's a fucking office supplies. He's office supplies. He's the fucking fire alarm. He's the goddamn coffee, the fucking coffee filter. He's the fucking photocopier. Rimuru is office supplies. For fuck's sake. Like, and then, like, you get the dwarves, and you get the blacksmith, and you get, like, all these people who are actually characters, but just, they're not really, just, maybe it's just because we only just met them. So you just blitz through all this shit of Rimuru just being fucking, like, office supplies. And then he gets rewarded by going to a fucking elf-run hostess club and getting rubbed against the titties. Like, just... like, am I the only one that feels like he's getting all of this for free? Like, this is... this is Hungry Santa, the anime. Give me that for free. Fucking no. Like, there's no character growth. There's no real, like, conflict. There's no... nothing. It feels like most of the conflict and most of the goals were fucking last 2 episodes. But now it's like, yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm just gonna coast along. Yeah. Freshman year of college. Just... ah, God. Like, I want to like this anime. I want to love it because there is good stuff in here somewhere. Just like that last 2 episodes, like that last 2 episodes. That last episode where he fought the dire wolves and fucking where he was naming people and just there's good stuff in here. There's fucking really good stuff in this. Like, even when he's leaving the fucking cave, When he's leaving the fucking cave and he's got, like, and he's, like, sees all the adventurers and he's learning about the world and you got the Great Sage being a snarky bitch at him sometimes, which needs to happen more! Needs to happen more! Like, Christ! It'd be like, just, it's there. It's there. And you've tapped into it before. For fuck's sake, keep tapping into it. Because I want to like this anime. Like, there's a lot of cool shit here. Just use it. Use the cool shit. I swear to God, if you use the cool shit, you will have a really good anime. But right now, all I'm seeing is Slime Art Online. And the thing, and like Sword Art Online, which had a really good premise, but it's written by a hack, you have it. It's right there it's like the fucking end of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Fucking, like, they're just hanging off the fucking side of the goddamn, temple. The fucking Holy Grail is right there. It is in arm's reach. And you're reaching out for it. You're reaching for it. You're scraping it with your fingertips. But you're just not getting it. You're just not getting it. Just fucking, and like when you scrape it with the fingertips, you get really good episodes. And just, come on. Just reach a little farther. Have Sean Connery grab your arm and lower you down a bit. You can do it. I swear to God. Fuck's sake. And I get, like, in the actual movie that Sean Connery says, "Son, let it go. It's not worth it." Like, I get it. But still, the visual is a thing. Just, ugh. Fuck. Like, this episode was just big disappointment. Like, I expected nothing and I got less. I got less than nothing. Why? Why, though? How do you manage that? I expected nothing and received less. Oh, God. Just, I'm gonna keep going with this anime, because I need to know the reason why it's like this. I need to know, and I need to know why so many people like it, because, like, at the very least with Sword Art Online, the majority of people will say, "No, that's garbage!" But at the same time, Gate is shit, and people like Gate. So, what do I know? So just, I'm gonna keep going. People have said that the biggest issue with this show is that it fails the 4-episode rule because it doesn't really get going until, like, episode 6. So I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt on that one, and we're gonna go, and we're gonna see, and I'm gonna watch at least the first season, assuming, like, this is broken up into seasons. I'm gonna watch at least the first season, and we'll see. And at the end of the first season, if it's still Slime Art Online, whoa, boy, prepare for an angry Nazi. Prepare for that. Oh, Jesus. Alright, but let me know what you think down there in the comments. Whether you agree with me, you disagree with me, you're gonna bring up something I omitted. Because I do that sometimes. We're at 43 and a half fucking minutes right now. Oh, boy. Oh, Jesus. So do that. Remember to like and the subscribe and the bell and the bim bam boom and all that shit, because gotta play that YouTube game. Oh, shit. Bringing that back. And also, if you want to support the channel monetarily, you can always support me on Patreon, which gets you access to special patrons-only Discord channel on the open Discord server, which you should join anyway. Also, link down there in the description right next to the Patreon. And from there, you can recommend things to be Let's Played, live streamed, reacted to, whatever. And that gets priority over comment requests, which I do look at. I do have a big list of those, but the patron list is a little bit bigger, so I'm working on getting through that one first. We're starting to get through it now, actually, so yeah. Anyway, everybody, so so as always, I am Nozz. Keep an eye out. So, once again, there's not going to be a react on Sunday, but next week, we're going to have Rising of the Shield Hero on the Wednesday, No Game No Life on Thursday, Konosuba on Saturday, and this on Sunday. Alright? Just repeating that, just in case people just skipped forward. So, then again, if they skip forward, I don't know why they'd be here. But, alright, as always, I am Nozz, and I'll see you in the next video. Most importantly of all, become a trash mammal today, and I will see you around the room.